Hey, what is up, mortals? It's Kiki Cakes here with a new video for you. In this video, we'll dive into Lord Beerus from the Dragon Ball Super anime. I just wanted to greet you guys by saying, sit back and relax, you're in for a treat. So let's get started. It's the law of the universe that everything created must be destroyed. In our universe, this law is more of a principle of science, but in the Dragon Ball universe, there are beings who actually enforce this law. In the realm of creation, you have the Kais, a peaceful but still powerful race of gods responsible for looking over everything the universe creates. Then there are the Destroyers responsible for ensuring that everything made eventually meets its timely end. While a universe may have many Kais, each universe has only one Destroyer. And today we will be diving into the 7th universe's Destroyer, Lord Beerus. The story of Lord Beerus actually begins relatively late in the Dragon Ball timeline, with his debut coming with the Dragon Ball Z movie, Battle of the Gods. In the movie, Beerus awakes from his years-long slumber and reflects on a dream he had. When Lord Beerus rests, he typically dreams of prophecies that must be carried out for the sanctity of the universe, so he was surprised to wake up and realize that he had a dream of fighting a Saiyan. Not just any Saiyan though, a Super Saiyan God. Beerus is confused because to his knowledge, all of the Saiyans in the universe had been wiped out, but to his surprise, he learns that a few remain on Earth. So without hesitation, he and his attendant Whis make haste towards Earth. When the Kais of the universe catch wind of this, they fear what will happen. Beerus is a god, so he is able to wholly and swiftly eradicate anyone in his way without much resistance. On Earth, however, there is a chance that Beerus could meet his match. While Beerus may have found a perfect fighting partner, this could be detrimental to the entire universe. When it comes to the usual fights that the Z fighters find themselves in, they may seem destructive to us, but they're actually just play fights when looked at from a cosmic scale. A landscape being demolished or even the whole planet are hardly noticeable on a universal scale. But if they were to all get into a fight with a god, the consequences could be universe-threatening. Not because they pose a genuine threat to Beerus, but because the results of them trying could cause much more damage than the destruction of the Earth. When Beerus arrives on Earth, he finds himself in the middle of Bulma's birthday party to the extreme. Beerus asks around about the existence of a Super Saiyan god, but no one has ever heard of it. Disappointed, Beerus elects to stay for the food left out by Bulma for her birthday party. This is the first instance in a long-running joke that Lord Beerus, the god of universal destruction, is actually a big foodie. Such a foodie, as a matter of fact, that when Majin Buu eats the last of the pudding right in front of Lord Beerus, he decides that he now wants to destroy the Earth. From now on, Vegeta has to constantly keep Beerus entertained in order for him to not destroy the Earth. However, this is thrown out the window after, in one of his fits of rage, Beerus slaps Vegeta's wife Bulma. After this, Vegeta comes at Beerus without holding back, but despite his great strength, Vegeta is still defeated. At this time, Goku arrives back on Earth from training off-world. Goku then pleads with Beerus to let him try and become the Super Saiyan God he's been looking for. Beerus agrees and, in return, says he may or may not destroy the Earth. Hey, a probability of destruction is better than certainty. Goku makes this deal without entirely knowing what a Super Saiyan God is. He asks his allies King Kai and Supreme Kai about the Super Saiyan God, but they are also clueless to their existence. Eventually, Goku does have the bright idea of asking the all-knowing Shenron, the first part of the namesake of the Dragon Balls, about what it is. Shenron is able to tell Goku the specific method by which to transform, and with it, Goku was able to become a Super Saiyan God. Although it should be noted, despite its impressive name, it really is just a precursor to the more well-known transformation, Super Saiyan Blue. Regardless, however, Beerus and Goku then agree to fight one another for the safety of the Earth. The battle was epic, spanning the entire globe and even outer space. Despite this, Beerus ended the fight early because he knew that if he kept going, he would kill Goku. Although this may be a shameful surrender to most fighters, Beerus admits that Goku is the second strongest fighter he has ever fought, only surpassed by Beerus' faithful angel attendant Whis. All in all, it's a pretty good title to have when you're considering you just fought someone who could destroy a planet with just his finger. Speaking of that destruction, Beerus insists on destroying the Earth, but when carrying out the deed, he instead blows up a small boulder on the Earth's surface, claiming that he did destroy the Earth, just not all of it. After this, Vegeta and Goku become regular training partners of Beerus and Whis in their never-ending journey to become the strongest beings in the universe, with Bulma also regularly sending gifts in the form of Earth food for Whis and Beerus to enjoy regularly. This is the end of the Battle of the Gods, but when Beerus returns in Dragon Ball Super, he's found to still be training Goku and Vegeta. During one of these training sessions, Beerus receives a visit from his brother Champa. After a sibling dispute between the two erupts into violence, Goku suggests that they have other people fight on their behalf in a tournament so they, not destroy the universe. Beerus and Champa accept, and to up the ante, Champa offers up the wish of the Super Dragon Balls that he has gathered that can grant any wish with no restrictions. Naturally, Beerus and the 7th Universe win the tournament, however, not without attracting the attention of the Omni King Lord Zeno, who wants to have a tournament of his own, but this time with all of the universes fighting for the right to live. A little shaken by the stakes, Beerus asks Goku to put together a team of his own with the best of the best that Earth has to offer. Along the way, however, Goku receives a warning that a rogue god is going to try and take over the universe while he trains for Lord Zeno's tournament of power. His power is that of a god and Goku fused. He goes by the name Goku Black, and its goal is to conquer the universe and eliminate all mortal life. But it's okay because Beerus dissolves him into dust in the 7th universe, and in the alternate timeline, Zeno just goes ahead and deletes the whole universe, so yeah. Anyways, with no more distractions, the Tournament of Power begins. In this arc, Beerus doesn't do much besides being a coach on the sidelines. However, one notable moment is when the 6th universe and subsequently Champa is eliminated. Despite the two siblings' bitterness toward one another, he still has a moment of sincerity in taking a brief second out of the battle to mourn his fallen brother, showing his love for him deep down. This is further cemented when Champa returns following his and all the other universes' resurrections at the end of the tournament. Beerus would then return in Dragon Ball's next movie, Super Broly, as a minor character left to babysit Vegeta and Bulma's newborn, Bulla, but other than that, this is the last we see of Lord Beerus. Before we get back to the video, I'd like to talk about our new channel, Celestia, our channel dedicated to all things Dungeons & Dragons. Currently, we have a series breaking down the different spells in D&D, and soon we'll be starting some new series as well. So if you're a fan of D&D or have an interest in learning about it, check it out. Additionally, if there's something you've always wanted to see get made into a video, head over there and leave a comment mentioning it. If you look at the other gods of the 7th universe and compare them to Beerus, you might be confused at how much he sticks out. Beerus' typical attire consists of blue parachute pants and a blue ornamental necklace, along with golden jewelry around his arms, left leg, neck, and left ear. Oh yeah, did I forget to mention that he's a 5'9" anthropomorphic purple cat? Yeah? Huh. I should have led with that. Well, actually, Beerus is not a cat and is actually part of a race of creatures known as Beerus' race, to which there are only 2 known members, Beerus and his brother from the 6th universe, Champa. There is also Dispo from the 11th universe, but despite looking very similar to Champa and Beerus, he is not confirmed to be a member of their race. Despite his slightly peculiar appearance, Beerus is undoubtedly one of the best fighters in the 7th universe, if not the whole multiverse. He has trained himself in the traditional fighting methods so that he can't be entirely dependent on his ki energy. The most impressive physical technique he uses is most likely the headshot. With this ability, he can send most beings flying in the opposite direction with just a flick of his finger. As simple as it sounds, it was able to make light work of Goku's Super Saiyan 3, sending him flying across the field like a rag doll. If it had that kind of result on Goku, just imagine what he could do to an average person. There is also Beerus' pressure point attack, which, as it sounds, is when Beerus concentrates all of his energy on a human pressure point, rendering them immobilized. But while Beerus is skilled in physical combat, he still uses his ki energy for intense situations. As a result, some of his moves look similar to Goku and Vegeta's ki abilities. Take the continuous energy bullet, for example. It is a barrage of rapid and successive ki blasts directed at Beerus' opponent. Some of you may be able to compare this attack with Vegeta's Gatling gun attack. Despite this, Beerus also has some ki moves that are signature to him. For example, there's the Beerus Ball, where Beerus concentrates all of his energy over his head to the point that it resembles a small yellow star and slams it down on top of its victim. On top of all of this, Beerus is also skilled in other, almost magical abilities. For example, do you remember when Elder Kai was sealed into the Z-Sword? That was because of Lord Beerus' sealing spell, which can seal anyone into an object for an indefinite period of time. There is also his energy nullification, which cancels out the effects of energy-using attacks, rendering them harmless. Beerus can also clone himself up to 12 times to help aid him in battle. Now, unlike most other characters in the Dragon Ball universe, Beerus doesn't have any canon fusions, but he does have 2 alternate forms, sort of. The first one is Fury Beerus. This form allows Beerus to be surrounded entirely by destructive energy, but it is unclear if this form brings about any change in power or abilities given that it has only ever been used as a threat. There's also Manaka Costume Beerus, which is just Lord Beerus in a costume of someone Goku was supposed to fight during the Copy Vegeta saga. It doesn't grant him any extra power or anything like that, it's just a costume. I'm not too sure why the fandom counts this as an alternate form of Beerus, but hey, this is a deep dive, so we're going to make sure you can get all the information you need to know. Speaking of which, that should be about it. Despite Beerus' less than stellar alternate forms, Beerus is a serious force to be reckoned with in the Dragon Ball universe and easily earns his title as the God of Destruction. But don't worry, as long as you save a pudding for him at your party, I think you'll make it out okay. Thank you all for indulging yourselves in all this information thus far. I hope you enjoyed it. Now there are a few more things I'd like to go over before the video ends. Firstly, if you're in the mood for some great storytelling, We the Celestials has got you covered. Our We the Celestials My Hero Academia and Naruto What If channels retell the story of their namesake anime with a twist. Check it out if you're interested. Secondly, on behalf of We the Celestials, I'd like to thank everyone involved in the production of today's awesome content. Their details can be found in the description below. Lastly, if you're interested in what we do here at We the Celestials, then I'd like to extend you an invitation to join the team. The only caveat being that we only accept members from 16 years and up to join our crew. You can sign up for whichever category fulfills your interest by joining the recruitment Discord using the link in the description below. We're always looking for members to join us. Well, that's it from us for today's video, so thank you for watching and have a great day.